Hey guys, Mist here again for another video today, and we are back for our Columbus Blue Jackets franchise mode, and in this one we are here for round 1 of the playoffs in year number 3, and I'm pretty excited to see how we do this season. Obviously we missed out on the playoffs last season, and then in year number 1 we made it to the Stanley Cup final. Now, I just wanted to check really quickly because I do not remember if we win the President's Trophy. Yes, we did. So, as a team, we will look to see if we can break the President's Trophy curse. Now, if you guys haven't seen it yet, here is the playoff tree. Figured I'd show you that. Why not? Any real life matchups? No. Actually, yes, Colorado and Nashville. But other than that, no. So, as you guys knew from the last episode, I wasn't very happy with the point totals from Sagan, Schmaltz, and Panarin. So what I decided to do was I decided to make some line changes, and I mainly just changed the centers and a few wingers around, I guess. I didn't change up our fourth line, so let's head on in here and I'll show you what I got going on. So our new top line will be Panarin with Wenberg and Schmaltz. Now this line works out because Schmaltz, I believe, put up around 30 points or so, 20 to 30 points I think it was, with this pairing of Wenberg, who had 69 points last season, and Panarin, who had 40 goals last season. So we're reuniting our top line from the trade deadline on of last season. And then we're now going to have Sonny Milano playing with Tyler Sagan and Boone Jenner. So I moved up those two wingers to play on the second line because I don't really want to put Sagan on the third line, but I also don't want to have Skinner, Dubois, and Bjorkstrand on the third line, which is our new third line, because I want to see if those two snipers on the wingers can play good with Dubois. Well, even though Sagan is listed as a playmaker, he is a goal scorer. He scored 40 goals this season, 38 the year before that, and 35 in the year 1 sim. So, yeah, we're going to try him with two players that aren't all that great. Although Milano, he's a decent playmaker. Jenner's a decent playmaker as well, but it's two two-way forwards with a sniper, so I want to see how those guys will do. As for the fourth line, it's not going to be changing. We basically have Sniper Bracco, because he's definitely more of a sniper than he is a playmaker, as you can tell by his rookie season. He took 130 shots this season, so giving him more ice time would be very, very interesting. And at the end of the season, guys, I think this team may be changing a lot, because I really didn't like Sagan here, and I don't want to have him as a second-line center. I just don't think that's right. As for Skinner, he was much more of a rental, so what I'm thinking next year's top line maybe would be Panarin, Wenberg, and Schmaltz, and our second line would be Bracco, Dubois, and Bjorkstrand, and then our third line would be Jenner, Bowers, and Milano, and our fourth line would be just completely different, probably. As for defense, I'm very tempted to try and get Gardner back, although no promises. And as for Hronek and Fabro, don't know what I'm going to do with them yet either. Obviously, we have a very good 6 defenseman. Goalies aren't going to change, though, so there's that quick update on the team. Obviously, we're in the playoffs right now, and that's what we need to focus on. So let's head on over to see how good this New Jersey team is. I am pretty darn excited to see how good this team is. Obviously, it's year number 3, and I do know that they have Hischier and Hall, and I forgot that they also have Ilya Kovalchuk. Pavel Zacha not playing on that second line. Interesting. So, that top line is extremely scary. We have Taylor Hall, who put up 78 points this season. He had 90 in season number 1. In the past 3 seasons, he's had over 32 goals, or I should say over 30 goals in each, which is very interesting to see. Nico Hischier up to an 89 overall. His rookie season so far his best, although this season he was one shy of 30 goals, so that's not bad. He's now 21, 89 overall, and Ilya Kovalchuk, since returning to the NHL, to be fair, he's been going down and down each season, down in goals and in assists each season, but he's still been pretty solid, I would say. 30 goals in all 3 seasons since he's been here, I would say that's very good. How good is his Or how many shots does he take? He does take a lot of shots as well. Interesting. So that top line is quite scary to play against. Now for their second line, we have Marcus Johansson with 22-year-old Michael McLeod and Kyle Palmieri. So a pretty good second line, although there are two of the three are listed as third liners, so I guess it could be a better second line. Then we have Pavel Zacha, who is now 23 years old. Very good two-way / power forward. Not much of an offensive guy. Only had 28 points this season. Averages around the 15-ish goal area and around the 30-point mark. So interesting. He's not great. He's not awful. He's very good defensively, I think. He just needs higher offensive awareness, to be honest. As a 6th overall selection, I really don't like Pavel Zacha. And plus, I've never seen him sim well in this game, so not much I can do about it, though. And their third line center is Brian Boyle, and then their third line right wing is Jesper Bratt. So pretty good third line. Bratt, now 21 years old. Interesting. The fourth line of John Quenneville with Chris Stewart and Johan Larsson. They actually don't have a centerman on that line, although Johan Larsson should most definitely be taking the faceoffs. They have Chris Stewart taking faceoffs, so hopefully we never lose a draw on that fourth line. Now, to the defense, which looks very good. They have Mirko Mueller, who looks very good. I've never really seen him get that high of an overall, but he's had past 2 seasons he's put over 45 points, or put up over 45 points, so that's pretty damn good. It's on a good contract too, if you ask me. Now he's on that top pair with Will Butcher, who is doing very, very good. He's had 50 plus points, or 50 or more points throughout all 3 of his NHL seasons. Very, very good. Second pair, we have Damon Severson with Eric Johnson. Pretty good second pair, if I'd say so myself. And then the third pair of Jordan Oesterle and Steven Santini, who's only 76, although he is listed as a top 6 defenseman. I wonder if he's demoralized. He must be. But I would change up the top 4. I think I would have a top pair of Severson and Butcher. Actually, maybe not. Maybe Johnson and Butcher, just because Johnson doesn't really put up points all that much, I would assume. Yeah, only 21 points, so put him with very good offensive defenseman Will Butcher, then have Mueller on the second pair with Severson, who can put up a decent amount of points as well. But that second pair doesn't really generate a lot of points because they're more two-way defensive D-men, where Mueller and Butcher are two-way / offensive defensemen. So, yeah, well, there's nothing I can do about it. And then the goaltending tandem has yet to change so far. Corey Schneider, an 88 overall, now 34 years old, and Keith Kincaid, 30 years old. Nice scratch players. Do they have anybody scratched? Jason Pominville is scratched, 37 years old now. Interesting. So that's our first round matchup, and I'd say that's it. So I guess let's hop right in to the playoffs now. We'll see how those little line changes will work out. So let's see. Game number 1. Obviously, we have home ice advantage throughout the entire playoffs. Let's see if it matters. First period of the playoffs. Nice, good start. Artemi Panarin on that new line gets us the first goal of this series. Very nice to see. All right, so tied in the shooting category at 10 apiece, but we are up 1-0. So not too bad. So I would say that's a good first period from us, and obviously Panarin, potential captain, I must say. I think he's proved himself to be very, very good on this team. That's for sure. So let's go second period now. Ooh, lots of goals, but only one of them for New Jersey, so that is perfect. Very nice to see. Tyler Saga scored on a horrendous horrendous angle on Corey Schneider. Wow, okay, so that gave us the 2-0 series lead, goal lead, I should say, and then Chris Stewart answers about just under 3 minutes later to make it a 1-goal game for New Jersey, but then Sonny Milano, about 1 minute and 23 seconds later, re-gives us the 2-goal lead, and then Schmaltz makes it a 3-goal lead around 5.5 minutes later. so not too bad. 4-1 heading into the third period. Let's go. We're out shooting them 24-18, also heading into the third. Let's see if we can hold on to this lead. And Artemi Panarin gets his second goal of the playoffs, power play for New Jersey, and it is a long one. Holy frig. Why is it so long? A 5-on-3, then a 5-on-4. I'm going to check that out after. That was a ridiculously long power play. Kyle Palmieri makes it a 3-goal game, and another power play opportunity for New Jersey was not enough. So we outshot them 34-33, but New Jersey got a lot of shots that period. So let's see. Jenner at 14:40. He got out at 12:40. Then literally 35 seconds later, Letestu went in. Then he got out at 10:05, and then literally 34 seconds later, Zadorov went in. And the Letestu one was actually a double minor. So, yeah, we actually just went about 6 minutes of penalty killing, which is absolutely ridiculous. 6? No, 14 down to 7. Around 7, 6, anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes of penalty killing, and luckily we were able to kill it all off, but that is just ridiculous. So that top line looking pretty good so far. Panarin with 2 goals and Wenberg with 3 assists. Nice to see. Bobrovsky with a 31 save performance. Pretty damn good, guys. So really like what I saw out of that top line in that game. And Cleveland, they also won their first game of the first game of their series, I should say. So not too bad. Both teams have a 1-0 series lead. Nice. Obviously, Wenberg leading our team in points with 3 assists. All right, so let's sim game number 2 now. Let's see if we can take a 2-0 series lead. Who knows? Maybe. Let's go. First period of game 2, again in Columbus. All right, so this time New Jersey gets on the board first. Taylor Hall scores, then Kyle Palmieri scores to give them a 2-0 lead. And then Jeremy Bracco cut the lead in half with a late goal in the first. Not too bad. I don't know why, but I am out of breath. Let's just relax and calm down for a second here. Ooh, I don't know what happened to me, but I am out of breath. So yeah, Jeremy Bracco cut the lead in half, and it is now, the shots are now 11-11, heading into the second period with a 2-1 lead for New Jersey. So second period now, and 3 goals for New Jersey. Johansson, Palmieri, and Bratt. I believe that is Palmieri's second of the game. Yes, it is. And now heading into the third, New Jersey has a 5-1 lead, I believe. We had the 5-1 lead heading into the third last game. So not looking too good so far for your Blue Jackets in game number 2, but anything could happen, that's for sure. So we're out shooting them 24-23, but will that really matter at all by the end of this period? Let's find out and see. We need 4 goals this period, which I highly doubt will happen. A power play opportunity for New Jersey, and we got a shorthanded goal, but then Zacha on the power play makes it 6-2. Nick Schmaltz makes it 6-3. Now, would have been a lot better right now if Zacha hadn't scored, and then Jesper Bratt makes it 7-3. Well, quite the game. Almost 40 shots for New Jersey, and Bobrovsky just did not do great in that game. Mirko Mueller and Will Butcher with 4 assists. That top pair got a combined 8 points in game 2. Wow, okay. That is ridiculous. Absolutely unreal. So, unfortunately, they have now evened up the series, although good news is Cleveland has taken a 2-0 series lead down in the AHL, so I guess that's good. But, yikes, that game was quite something, I must say, and we now head to New Jersey with a 1-1 series tie. So Bobrovsky's stats, I think, were like a 938 before that game, so let's go and see what they are now. 873. Wow, okay. That is freaking phenomenal. Now, I'm gonna give Bobrovsky a chance because obviously he had one bad game and it happens. But if he has another bad game like that, then I guess we'll fall on to Hutchinson. Milano, what are you doing? Or sorry, not Milano. Jenner, what are you doing? Going down to an 80 overall, you freaking Randy. You need to be as good as you can be on that second line, and I believe Shane Bowers also went down an overall there. Alright, so let's head on over to Game 3 now, and hopefully in New Jersey we can get a win here, taking the 2-1 series lead. Let's see what happens. So, period number 1 of game number 3. Lots of goals again, but this time we take it, and we are up 4-1 in the game. We outshot them 16-7, so I would assume Schneider's been pulled. He's been scored on 4 times in a minimum of 7 shots. Yeah, wow, okay, so Hronek has scored 2 goals in this first period. So starting off early was Hronek's goal, and then about 2 minutes later, Zacha with a great answer to tie the game. But about a minute and 20 seconds after that, Panarin then regained us the lead, and then literally 19 seconds later, Hronek gave us the 2-goal lead and his second goal of the period. And then late in the first, Tyler Seguin with a 4-1 goal. Yeah, wow, okay. Quite surprised about that first period. Unfreaking real. So we head to the second, up 4-1. Let's see, second period now, goals on both sides, but we still have the lead. 5-2 for us heading into the third period now. Schmaltz with his 3rd goal of the series, and Hischier, I think that is his first of the series. We are outshooting them 27-16. So Bobrovsky's stats definitely aren't great so far in this game. Schneider is still in net too, so interesting. Let's see in the third period now. We're outshooting them 27-16 heading into this period. It's kind of unreal. Power play for New Jersey, and they were unable to convert on it, so good job, penalty killers. Nice. Sonny Milano makes it 6-2 off an awful angle shot. And we head to the last 5 minutes of the third with a 6-2 lead. And wow, what a goal-scoring fest this series has so far been. We outshot them 38 or 39 to 27, which is good. Seguin with 4 points. Sonny Milano on that second line left wing with 3 points, and Philip Hronek with 2 goals. What an absolute beast. Alright, so we have now taken a 3-2 series lead, or sorry, 2-1 series lead, my bad. Now let's just calculate this real quick. We have scored 14 goals in the first 3 games, and they have scored 12 goals. 12? No, 11 goals in the first 3 games. Wow, like I said, what an absolutely offensive series this has been so far. Absolutely crazy. Now, I want to check out that third line because I don't think any of them have scored yet. I also want to check out Bobrovsky's stats first, though. So his stats went up. He faced a lot of shots that game, though. We'll come back to him after this game, and we'll see. So, -2, -3, and -3. Wow. Okay, so that third line is kind of getting torn apart, and to be fair, they aren't very good defensively. Let's put Shane Bowers on that third line center spot then, with Skinner and Bjorkstrand, and then have... Yeah, sure, we'll try that as our fourth line then. It's also not very good defensively, but unfortunately there's really nothing I can do about that. Werenski with 2 points, Jones with only 1, Gardner with 2, Zadorov with 0, Hronek with 2, he's a -3 though. Fabro with 1, he's also a -3. Alright, so literally I'd say the only reason why either team is doing good so far is because of their offense, and it has just been an absolutely unreal series so far for offense. So we're now here for game number 1. Can we take both games in New Jersey? Or the first 2 games in New Jersey, I should say. Let's find out now. First period of game number 4. Lots of goals, but this time it is 3-1 for the New Jersey Devils. And to make it even worse, Nico Hischier, Houston Vikings legend. Nico Hischier scores 3 straight goals and gets a natural hat trick, and what I assume to be his first playoff career hat trick. Yikes. Bobrovsky has let in 3 goals on 9 shots, guys, and I think changing to Hutchinson is not a bad idea at all at this moment. Bracco now with a new 4th-line center. He was able to score, so maybe Dubois got an assist there. We shall see. So, not a great period from us. We are out shooting them, and we're down by 2 goals. So, let's see how we do in the second period. Let's get on the board and hold them off of it. And unfortunately, we were able to do, well, not unfortunately. Fortunately, we were able to do 50% of that by holding them off the board, but unfortunately, we weren't able to get on the board in that second period. So we head to the third, down by 2 goals. Still out shooting them. We're out shooting them by even more now, 24-16. And, yeah, not looking too solid so far. But let's slow sim the third period. Power play opportunity for New Jersey. A long one again, but we were able to kill it. We have a power play. We couldn't score either. They have another power play, and it is another long one. And Nico Hischier with his 4th goal of the game. Wow. Yeah, okay. We outshot them 31-28. But, yeah, Nico Hischier with 4 goals. Taylor Hall with 4 assists. And Corey Schneider with a 30-save performance. Yikes. So I would say it's most definitely time to get to Michael Hutchinson in net. And after Cleveland took a 2-0 series lead, they are now in a tie series, obviously 2 games apiece, which is kind of crazy. So they will go to Game 5, and obviously we'll see who wins that one. So let's just look at Bobrovsky right now. 869. Hutchinson actually played the majority of that game. He had 18 saves, so we are most definitely going to roll with him. That's just a fact. I mean, it's just clearly the best option. We are on game day, alright, so I just want to check out lines very quickly just to see. So, our top line right now, Panarin with 5 points, Wenberg with 5 points, and Schmaltz with 5 points, Milano with 4, Sagan with 6, Jenner with only 2, Skinner with 0, Bowers with 1, Bjorkstrand with 0, Bracco with 2, Dubois with 0, Letestu with 1. Alright, well, let's try this out then. Skinner with Bowers and Letestu, and then Bracco with Dubois and Jenner. So let's make that 4th line very offensive and defensively capable in Jenner and Dubois' defense, and then in Bracco and Dubois' offense. Yeah, we'll try that out, and we'll see how that goes. As for defense, not liking that top pair, so you know what? I'm going to change things up. We're going to try Gardner with Jones, Werenski with Dante Fabro, and then Hronik with Zadorov. We're going to try that out. So we're going to have our lefties on the left side and our righties on the right side. We'll try that out just to see. And like I said, for goaltenders, Michael Hutchinson will get what I assume to be his first playoff start. I'm not sure, though. So let's sim Game 5, and we shall see if we can take a 3-2 series lead. It is now essentially a best-of-3, and we shall see who will win this series now in the final 3 games of it. So, first period, of Game 5 now in Columbus. And a great start. 4 goals for your Columbus Blue Jackets. Dubois scored, then Wenberg scored, then Schmaltz scored, and then Sagan scored. Alright. Nice to see. Sagan, Wenberg, and Dubois basically all scored on a straight line. And also Kincaid is now in net. Nice. So we took 15 shots that period. Wow, okay. We have shot them 15-6. Very, very nice. Yeah. Alright, second period now. 1 goal in the second period, and it was for the New Jersey Devils. Pavel Zacha with, I believe, to be his 3rd goal of the playoffs. And I said he's not very good offensively. He is proving me wrong. Yeah, so we're still shooting them by quite a decent amount, 24-15. We have the lead in goals as well, 4-1 as we head to the 3rd. Can we take Game 5? We would have to have a colossal collapse. That doesn't make sense, I don't think, in the 3rd period, but it doesn't really matter by the looks of it. Bjorkstrand made it 5 very early, or made it a 4-goal lead very early. We're now in the last 3 minutes with the power play, unable to convert on the power play, but who cares? We have now taken the 3-2 series lead, and with a 5-1 victory in Game 5, and 24 saves from Michael Hutchinson. Nice to see. Bjorkstrand, put him on that second line, and look what happened. I didn't want to have 2 snipers on the same line, but clearly it's working out with Sagan and Bjorkstrand. And by accident, I wanted to go through Cleveland's game, but unfortunately I did not. So we took a 2-0 series lead down there in the AHL, and then we lost 3 straight games to be eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. Vitaly Abramov, sorry, buddy. You may get the call up in the NHL this season. Who knows? But I do need Letestu because he is one of our only defensive forwards. So, let's check things out here. So 6 points, 7 points, and 6 points for the players on our top line. Milano with 5, Sagan with 8, Bjorkstrand with 3, obviously a 3-point game in that game. Skinner with 1, Bowers with 1, Letestu with 1, Bracco with 2, Dubois with 1, and Jenner with 3. Defensively, Gardner with 3, Jones with 2, Werenski with 2, Faber with 2, 0 for Zadorov, and 2 for Hronik. Still. Bobrovsky, we are not going to roll with you. Hutchinson's stats are unreal right now, and we are going to continue to roll with him. I'm so glad we have a very good backup goalie because I think that most definitely helps us out here, guys. Alright, so let's sim through the rest of the first round. We have a 3-2 series lead heading into Game 6. I don't know why I'm so bad with the words today in recording. I'm very sorry about that, guys. But, actually, real quick, what time is it? 8:33 p.m. The Vegas game will be starting here shortly. Or Vegas and Washington game, I should say. So, here we go, guys. Let's go. First period of Game 6. We're down 1-0. Johan Larsson, was it Johan? I believe it was Johan. Johan Larsson with the first goal of the game and the only goal of the first 20 minutes of play. Gives New Jersey the 1-goal lead. Shots are 13-12, also in favor of New Jersey. So a good period from New Jersey. Unfortunately, though, we were unable to score in that first period. Can we do so in the second, though? Let's see. Second period. All right, lots of goals in the second. Taylor Hall with 2 straight goals, back-to-back in relatively short time as well, to give New Jersey a 3-0 lead. But then Panarin with a goal to cut the lead by 1 and to make it only a 2-goal lead for New Jersey. And then a late goal from Schmaltz right on the face-off dots. I wonder if Wenberg got switched out, Schmaltz went in for the draw, and Schmaltz just took a ripper off the face-off draw and scored there. I wonder if that can even happen. I'm not sure, to be honest. So yeah, we have we're down 3-2 heading into the third period, but momentum, it looks to be on our side. We've scored 2 straight goals, We're now only trailing by 1, and we are outshooting them, and I believe we outshot them that period as well. We did. Yeah, we did. Alright, guys, let's go. Third period now. We will slow sim it, of course. Can we get an equalizer on the power play? We cannot. Alright. There's still time, though. There's still time. Another power play opportunity, please. Oh, we have a 5-on-3. We had such a long power play. Unable to score on it, though. 5 minutes remaining in the third, and we're still down by 1. It's not looking good. New Jersey will force a Game 7. New Jersey will force a Game 7. We outshot them 36-31, but Schneider was on his game with a 34-save performance. Hall, the second star, obviously, with 2 goals, getting that game-winning goal. Ah, man. Damn it. So, both series for our, not our roster, for our organization has gone to the 5th or 7th game of the series, the final game of the series, or the deciding game of the series, I should say. So, yeah, game number 7. We'll hop into it in just a moment, but I do want to see Wenberg's doing great. He has 8 assists in 6 games. Absolutely phenomenal, I must say so. Yeah, alright, well, let's look at the goaltending. I think we roll with Hutchinson again, guys. Let's try it. He's still got a good... he's still got the good stats. I think he most definitely deserves to be our starter heading into Game 7. He has just played 100% better than Bobrovsky, apart from Game 1 from Bob. So let's head on in here for game number 7. New Jersey just forced Game 7. Let's see. We're now on home ice, though. Will that come in handy? Let's see. First period of Game 7 in round number 1. Let's go. No goals allowed in the first. Alright, so not a great first from us. We're getting outshot, plus we did not score. So that's kind of scary, kind of terrifying. But we shall see. Shots are 10-8 in favor of New Jersey. Alright, second period now. Let's go. And 2 goals for New Jersey. Ilya Kovalchuk gets his first of the series. I guess it's about time that he has shown up for them. And then Quenneville, I believe it was John. Yeah, John Quenneville gets the 2-0 lead for the Devils heading into the third period. We are getting outshot heavily right now as well, 24-16. Not only do we need to really outshoot them this period, we need to also put the pressure on them. We need to put the pressure on Schneider. We need to get 2 goals before the end of regulation, and also make sure that we do not give up one, or your Columbus Blue Jackets, your President's Trophy winning Columbus Blue Jackets, will be eliminated in the first round of the playoffs, and that is not what I want to see. Let's go, guys. Third period. Can we make something happen on the power play? We can. Jeff Skinner makes it a 1-goal game. Another power play opportunity, please. We were unable to do it, and Nico Hischier regains the Devils the 2-goal lead. And we come to the last couple of minutes in the third period, down by 2, now down by 3. Johan Larsson just got the dagger. And in 2 episodes tonight, both teams have been eliminated in, I believe, Game 7 in round 1. So, a disappointing playoff year, I would say, from this team, unfortunately. And like I said, your President's Trophy winning Columbus Blue Jackets have been eliminated from the playoffs. Oh, man. 10 points for Wenberg, too. Freaking beast. Now, I just want to look at something. I made this observation in my head. I don't know if this is true. So we won Game 1, then they tied the series. We won Game 2, then they tied the series. We won Game... Or, sorry. Let's do this again. We won Game 1, and they tied the series. We won Game 3, and they tied the series. And we won Game 5, and they tied the series. And the only lead in the series that New Jersey had was Game 7, where they won the series. Unreal, unfreaking real, guys. That sucks. It really sucks. Oh man, let's go check some point totals, guys. So the playoff favorite is now the Tampa Bay Lightning. Alright, so Owenberg with 8 points, Schmaltz and Sagan with 8 points. So Sagan didn't get a single point in the last 2 or 3 games. That's not good. Panarin with 7, he had 4 goals. Schmaltz had 5, I just realized. Milano with 5 points, Gardner with 4 assists, no goals though. The only 2 goals that we had from our defense were by Hronik, and they got 2 of them in a game that really he didn't need to score in, and both goals, they helped us in the first period of that game, but other than that, those goals didn't really help us out. Bracco, only 2 goals. He was a -2. Jeff Skinner was a -5. Zach Werenski was a -3. Jones was a -1. Faber was a -4. Bowers was a -3. Dubois was a -3. Letestu was a -3. Zadorov didn't have a single point. The only player on our team to not have a point, but I don't know. We'll definitely have to make some changes this offseason. I think this season could unfortunately maybe be blamed on Seth Jones. He did not have a good regular season. Only 45 points in the last 2 years. He's had over 50 points in both of them. But this year he had only 45. And he didn't hit double digits in goals this season either. And in the playoffs, only 2 points and a -1 in 7 games. He also took 9 penalties. Or sorry, not 9 penalties, but had 9 penalty minutes. Boone Jenner had 14, so that's something we should maybe look at. Letestu with 8. 6 is okay. I don't mind 6, but, to be fair, I don't really mind 8 either in Letestu, but this is more than likely Letestu's last season in the NHL because he's now a 76 overall. But yeah, Jones, he doesn't have the greatest actually, his discipline's not that bad. He just seems to take penalty minutes sometimes, although last season's year number 1's playoffs, he had 14 penalty minutes in 21 games. That is good, but yeah, 9 penalty minutes in 7 games, that's not good. Throughout the regular season, 68 and 82, that's really not that bad, but I believe he does usually lead our team in penalty minutes, so yeah, let's go and check out the goalies. Now, Sergei Bob. You know what, guys? To be honest, I genuinely did think in my head, I'm like, all right, we've ran 3 straight games with Hutchinson, and his stats went down after Game 6. Do I put Bobrovsky back in? But I'm like, nope, I just don't think so. I feel like running with Hutchinson is the better option, and unfortunately, maybe if we had gone back to Bob for Game 7, would have been the better option, but it's too late now, unfortunately. So, Bobrovsky, just an absolute awful playoff year, and Hutchinson had a good start, but did not have a good end to his playoffs this season. I said Bobrovsky's career, I meant this season, to be fair. But yeah, guys, I do want to go and see New Jersey, though, because I want to see... wow, their goaltending was pretty awful as well. Like I said, man, it was just... Last series was full of goal scoring. But yeah, I want to see some of their point totals. Hall had 10 points. Butcher had 9, all 9 of them being assists. That is just disgusting. Hischier had 6 goals. Fuck, man. He had 6 goals. To be fair, 4 of them came in 1 game. So, still, 6 goals in 7 games was a lot. Mueller was as well a point-per-game player with 7 assists. That top pair has a combined 16 points. That is disgusting. Their top line has a combined 21 points. So that's very good as well. Jesper Bratt had 2 goals. Palmieri had 3 goals. So yeah, Hischier led their team in goals, and then Hall, Palmieri, and Zaka were tied with 3. So yeah, Zaka actually only had 3 goals in the series. He was also a -2. So unfortunately, guys, that will be our playoffs for this season. I suggest tuning in for the next one because we will be making some changes, most definitely. So that'll be it from me, guys, in this one. Hopefully you did all enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.